This segment of the Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health and High Plains Journal. To watch this segment again, visit storyofasteak.com.
During the past 2 episodes, our friends at the High Plains Journal and Merck Animal Health have taken us on a story of a steak and the process that goes into not only raising responsible beef, but raising responsible young cattlemen and women. It takes family, mentors, peers, and as we see in this final installment, some hands-on experience to shape a leader.
The beef industry is a beacon of opportunity for young people like Reese Tuckwiller. The West Virginia farm kid decided on a future in agriculture, but it will take hard work and perseverance to get there. Like many young leaders eager to learn, Reese relies on his family, his friends, his judging team, his studies, and important hands-on learning experiences to prepare him for tomorrow. Krebs Ranch in Gordon, Nebraska was the perfect setting for such an opportunity last summer. We joined Reese for a valuable internship and its many lessons.
He expressed a lot of interest of just having a chance. You know, he said he'd be willing to do anything, and boy, are we glad that we did it.
Reese is just a phenomenal young man. We've just really enjoyed his time here. He's an exceptional young man. He's kind of very, very driven.
The first time I came to Krebs, I was like, wow, this is a lot of moving parts out here. They got different units over here. They got the feedlot, they got the east side of the ranch. Everyone knows their job. So initially when I walked into this thing, it's like, how much can I write down and how much can I learn?
I didn't come from a big ranch background. I didn't grow up on a 500 cow ranch, and so a lot of that stuff I had to learn from really the bottom up. There's probably more people like me today than there were when I started. You know, agriculture, a lot of the farms and ranches are getting larger, but maybe fewer people involved, and we need people. And so internship programs like this, things that develop and train future leaders and people that want to be involved with this are probably more important today than they've ever been, in my opinion. So some of the ways that we do that, I guess specifically about our program here, it's really, really hands-on. They really get to do a lot of things, anything from processing calves, putting cedars in recips, baling hay. He'd had some experience with equipment and with tractors and stuff, but maybe not a ton of experience on a baler. And quickly he worked his way up to getting on one of our balers, and in fact I really think he became one of the favorites of Brad, who manages our feedlot and heads up a lot of our hay crew.
I got to work with Reese more here this summer on the bull stud side, so they got to learn a little bit of that side of the industry as far as semen production.
And then you know what, there's some unpleasant things that go along that, because ranches aren't all fun. Someone popped in my head, well, you're probably gonna be riding a horse every day. So instantly freaked out. I'd never ridden a horse before, and that was probably the biggest culture shock for me. I can now say I can partially ride a horse.
So we had 4 interns at one time this summer, and our oldest daughter, Peyton, called them all Reese. She remembered Reese, she liked Reese, and so anytime one of our student workers came, hey, Reese. But yeah, I think Reese was the chosen one.
One of the major things that I learned out here at Krebs was just organization. Being able to take this volume and this size of a ranch and condense it down and being all on a computer and mapping it all out and being so precise on everything, I think they do that really well. I'm glad I learned that. People who have the opportunity to expose themselves to internships and being able to get their hands on site and do things that they're not normally used to, I mean, it's a game changer. Gaining that perspective is something that I think a lot of people need to do because it makes us a stronger industry.
Leadership within our industry definitely moves forward. Things change day to day. Practices change, technology changes. People that can get into those leadership roles and really help advance that, not only help themselves, but they help other producers and they help the next generation.
Things that my generation in particularly can have a positive effect on is you start breaking down the different things in our industry in terms of technology, in terms of protein production, in terms of resource production. If you take pride in what you do, you're going to want to make something better. make the people around us better, in turn of making our industry better, translating to making our community and our world better.
I guess seeing a young person like Reese grow up and evolve and develop into a leader is something that's pretty sentimental to me. And it doesn't seem like that long ago where you feel like maybe you were in the same shoes that he's in today.
I guess my hopes for Reese would be that he just finds something that he's truly passionate about, and you can wake up and be excited about it and go out and do something that you love.
Kind of want to follow my dad's footsteps. He was our county livestock judge and coach for 26 years. He took kids from an urban area and shoved them in a class and tell them, put a set together on these. I mean, being able to collectively have a group of kids that you can talk to and educate on that large of a scale, that's building a better industry all the way around.
The story of a steak. It's our story. It's Reese's story. And it starts well before the grocery aisle. Responsibly raised beef begins with the people who are dedicated to their calling to raise quality cattle. These are the same folks committed to responsibly raised leaders. Leaders who will go on to make meaningful contributions to the beef business and feeding future generations. With them, our story continues. On behalf of Merck Animal Health and the High Plains Journal, we thank you for joining us for another series of A Story of a Steak. To learn more, visit storyofastake.com. I'm Doug Medlock.